You are not casual. Like a person that says to you that they desire a casual relationship with you doesn't actually desire something that's useful of you. They desire use of you. They're not in it for the love that they have for you, but rather the use that they can get out of you. And we need to realize that sometimes when people are sending us mixed signals, it's not that they actually don't know what they want. Because to be clear, people know what you want. They know what they want. Especially have you've made it clear. Especially if you brought everything to the table. They're well aware of what you want, of what you deserve, of who you are. They are just not drawn to giving that to you. And I know we try to make the excuses. This is where the problems come in. We try to say, well, look at their past. Look what they've been through. Look what they've done. Why are you so focused on their hurt and not focused on how they're hurting you? You're so caught up in the things that they have gone through that you justify the behaviors that they treat you in. I need you to understand that there is no situation where somebody that knows what you desire and strings you along is ever justified. And you trying to justify them is actually what's hurting you more, because now you're telling yourself all of these other stories about them, about what they've been in, about the life that they're in. The reason that we keep playing these games with people is because we have convinced ourselves that they are the prize. You have put them on a pedestal so much so that you will justify everything that they do and every action that they take, because you think that if you justify that one day they'll realize how much you were there, how patient you were. I need you to understand and be clear on this, that being a slave to something that's terrible for you is not patience, it's stupidity. And I know it hurts to hear it, and I know it's like pulling the Band-Aid, but you need to understand that at some point, people will continue to use you because they've gotten away with using you. So when we talk about understanding mixed signals and what they actually mean, we need to take mixed signals as clear no's. We need to take the things that people are not willing to commit to us and take what they're actually doing, because that literally is it to a T. They are not committing, not because they can't, but because they don't desire to. And I get it. We have stages of people working and healing and growing, but a person that is in that stage is not going to string you along. And when they desire to put you in something, it's because there's a power dynamic that they're getting from this. When they put you in this kind of position, it's because there's something that they're getting out of you. And we need to realize that we are feeding their ego. We're feeding their pride. We're feeding the things that makes them feel like they're bigger and better than us, because they continue to string us along. We continue to walk with them. I know it's not easy for you to stand up for yourself and sit here and say, okay, I'm not going to go into this. It's hard to regain power because in your brain, you continue to tell yourself that if you wait longer, that eventually it's going to happen. All you're going to do is hurt yourself more. So when we talk about understanding people and their mixed signals, we need to first understand that they'll continue to give us what we settle for. And if it's breadcrumbs, that they'll continue to give us those things. The question isn't, what are they giving me? The question is, what am I okay with? And if I continue to be okay with just being strung along and these breadcrumbs, then that's all you're ever going to get. I need you to have a season of pain and of suffering and of hurt because you detached yourself, so that you don't have a lifetime of pain or hurt because you continue to stay in a place that wasn't serving you. It hurts now and it sucks now, but it's going to hurt and suck so much more later on because you were consistently in something that clearly didn't desire you there. So I made this feed question, and someone asked me, why is it that they don't allow me to leave when I want to leave, when they don't want to be present? Why is it that they continue to come back? And the reason that this happens is because there's a door that's open that allows them to come in. And the question isn't so much, why do they continue to come back? The question is, what part of you isn't healed enough to close that door? What part of you is still needs to be worked on, needs to grow through, needs to be touched, that you don't allow that door to remain as a conveniently unlocked door for them? The reason they keep coming back and the reason they keep dragging you and stringing you along is because you've given them authority to do so. At the end of the day, people can only get as far in our lives as we allow them. And I know it's hard. I'm not saying it's simple to wake up one day and say, okay, I'm going to pull this Band-Aid, because it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. But you have to measure out the pain of hurt that you're willing to live with, the pain of hurt that you're willing to tolerate, until the point that you have to decide this hurts less. Standing up for me hurts less than putting myself in something that's going to continue to make me feel less of me. That's going to actually be the thing that's going to kill me, because yes, this pain might hurt to detach, but it hurts more to get sucked dry. all the blood in your body gone because you allow yourself to be connected to a leech that felt good because it had power over you, than to burn it off like you should have. It hurts so much more to stay in something in the long run that's going to kill you than it is to just cause the pain right now to cut it off. And I know it's easy for us to remain in this because, again, when we lose power, that dynamic is easy for us to just be walked over and talked about or pushed to the side, or all these things that these people are offering to us, because it's easier to just do nothing. But it hurts so much more to live in it. So when we talk about mixed signals, when we talk about seeing those red flags, and we talk about being in those things, we need to first identify that. And I make this video specifically because of all the questions that I actually had a couple of days ago, and it seemed like it was a completely repeating pattern. Like, it keep happening over and over and over again, that all these people are suffering with the same exact thing. And we've all gone through it. We've probably been on both sides of it, right? The person that's given the mixed signals and the person that's received the mixed signals. And sometimes you were the aggressor, and sometimes you were the victim, and all these aspects of this. But we have to understand that we can't continue to be in the cycles of these things and expect us to have healthy and happy relationships. We can't continue to be putting in positions where we're allowing people to treat us in any which way they want to, and then expect us to find love and find joy. You're going to continue to be dragged along if you continue to give those people power. So now the question isn't the mixed signals. The question isn't, well, why are they sending me those? The question is, why am I accepting them? The question isn't, why are they treating me this way, or why are they saying this to me, or why are they making me feel this way? The question is, why am I going to continue to stay here? If you don't move away, if you don't take that pain now, you'll have to live with that pain later, forever. And it's going to hurt so much more, and there's so much healing to happen later on than there would be now. You have to stop giving authority to people that don't make it clear what they want from you. They don't make it clear what they desire. They don't make it clear that they actually do want you. Because if not, you're going to sit here and have to question it. And why would you want to question? Why would you want to be in something that you have to question if you're welcome there, if you're loved there, if you're wanted there? Sometimes it's easier to deal with the pain now than it is to have to heal and stitch it up later. So the decision is yours. Do I stay with the mixed signals, or do I take what they're showing me?